Hello, Miss Carla. We are here in the building again. Let's shoot it off. That's right. Crazy Carla
Yes,
in the building. How you doing, Miss Carla?
I'm well, and how are you?
I am doing really good. This is going to be a great start to a new week. As my cousin would like to say, you're going to celebrate that oppressive day tomorrow. I said, I'm celebrating the day off. He said, right. So it is what it is. You got any barbecuing or something you're going to do tomorrow?
Actually, I am going to Lake Norman with some friends tomorrow.
Just,
Yeah, and I'm excited. And we're gonna cook and grill and do all that stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be a great day. Just gonna get out in the water and sunshine, and hopefully I'll work on my tan.
Make the chocolate more chocolate here. Got it.
Chocolate, you know.
Okay. That's cool. So, who do we have today on the show?
So today we have my brother and the funny
Mm-hmm.
Calvin Boyd of CRB, and that's Corey.
That's Corey.
That's Corey.
Okay.
So he's going to be in the show that we're doing. That's Corey. Okay. But Calvin, you talk to Calvin. So Calvin's going to be on here, and I'm excited for people to meet him. Okay. He has a story to tell, and it's great.
Awesome stuff. So let's go ahead and pay some bills, and then we'll bring Calvin in. All right.
Okay.
Hold up. Somebody said something. Hey, y'all. I think it's Mr.
That's Javetta. Right, Javetta?
I'm assuming. Anyway, let's go here with intuitive readings with Myra.
Okay, intuitive readings by Myra. Y'all, she just did a reading for a good friend of mine, and my friend said she was blown away. And I just tried to tell y'all, listen, let Myra do a reading for you. She'll help you to gather your thoughts and figure out what you should be doing based upon the energy that you give her, simply based upon the energy that you give to her. You can reach her at her phone number there, 336-480-1653. You can contact her on her website, intuitivereadingsbymyra.com. She's also on Instagram. You could do virtual meetings. You could do in-person. She is phenomenal. So please go check Miss Myra out. You'll love it.
All right. And of course, Sweet Lime.
Sweet Lime. Now, don't look at my hair today. But I mean, it's healthy. So I'm not going to say that. My hair is healthy. But Sweet Lime, Micaiah Mitchell, who does my hair, she keeps me looking like, you know, the black goddess diva that I am. And she's out here just doing hair. She does Javetta's hair when she's here. She does my friend Tehran's. She does a lot of my friends' hair. She's great. She does color, natural hair, you name it, she does it. There's her phone number there. Her IG is sweet_lime LLC. You can reach her. I'm telling you, if you want your hair, if you want your hair to grow and be healthy, definitely contact her. Okay. All right.
Indeed. And then the Sweet Truth Bakery and Catering.
Yes, the Sweet Truth Bakery and Catering. Now, I've been trying to be good because I've been trying to lose this weight, but I feel a blackberry cobbler coming up in my spirit. And this woman, she makes the best sweets. Like if you are a sweets addict, I'm telling you, she can fix your sweet tooth. So holla at Sweet Truth Bakery and Catering. This woman has won awards for her cakes and pies, wedding cakes. You can reach her and look. I got to get close to the screen so I can read it because my eyes. Listen, Facebook, The Sweet Truth. Instagram, the_sweet_truth1. Her phone number is listed there. Y'all, if you were, her banana pudding cake, that alone. I'm sorry, and my dryer goes off. Sorry about that. I'm home, y'all.
I guess the
I'm on live programming. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, we have Soulres say, good evening, Carla Badu. Awesome. So we're going to go ahead and invite your guest, my man Calvin. Come on.
There he is. Hi, bro.
How y'all doing? Thank y'all for having me.
So let's partake What are you drinking? What we got?
Pink lemonade.
That works.
Cabernet Sauvignon.
Huh?
Okay. I
What y'all
was.
drinking?
This is a sunny pina colada, but it's orange juice, pineapple, minus the coconut. I don't do coconut, so
Oh, and see, I'm the opposite. I don't do pineapple.
I love
Mhm.
pineapple.
I love fun.
So Rez says, "What's up, Calvin?"
What's up, everybody? Who say that?
That's Danny Calvin. Danny is Calvin, and Facebook user is Javetta. So they're saying hi. People are gonna be, and feel free to answer people as they post stuff on the bottom as well, sir.
All right, guys, you guys have fun, and I'll be back at a halfway point. I'll see y'all.
Yay, thank you, Calvin.
Oh, he just left us like that, huh?
Yeah, he dipped out. He behind the scenes. He got it. He got it. He got us. How you doing?
I'm doing excellent. Excellent. How are you?
I'm good. Happy Sunday to you.
Happy
How's your day
Sunday.
been? How's your weekend been?
Weekend has been awesome. I already went to a cookout yesterday, so I'm good to go.
You good to go.
I'm good to go. I already had my grilled hamburgers.
I'm excited. I'm ready to eat. You know, I'm always ready to eat. So there's that.
Me too. Me too. So I'm with you. I'm excited. I'm excited to be here.
Yay! So Calvin, for those of you who don't know, is comedian Calvin Boyd of CRB Productions, Promotions. And listen, this man, we go back. Him and Lowe's put me on. I love him. He's like a little brother to me. Him and his wife Jackie over there, and their baby girl. I just love him. And he keeps inside. He's a Jersey boy. So listen, we're gonna get into it. First things first. Who's your favorite singer?
Whoa, I wasn't prepared for that. My favorite singer, I gotta say maybe CeCe Winans.
Really?
Yeah, CeCe Winans.
She's a beautiful voice. I love CeCe Winans.
That's my girl.
She's a goat. She's one of the goats of gospel, definitely.
That's my girl, dude.
Who's your favorite singer that's not alive?
That's not a lie. Wow. Aaliyah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Aaliyah's my girl. Aaliyah's my girl.
Two different things. You know,
Yeah,
that's just because, yeah.
I love her. When she died, I ain't go to football practice. I was hurt.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, you know, when they died, you know what killed me was Gerald Levert. Because that was my husband in my head. That was my baby dad.
Yeah, Gerald Levert was the man. He represented for us big guys.
Oh, I loved him, and he was just fun and yummy. And then, I mean, on top of being able to sing, but I loved him. My favorite singer, I don't know. You know, that's hard for me because it depends on what mood I'm in.
Yeah.
But I would say the singer that I listen to the most is Jill Scott.
Who?
Jill Scott.
Jill Scott. Okay.
I guess I'll say I listen to Jill a lot. I listen to a lot of Anita Baker.
Yeah, it's my girl.
Sade. I love Stevie Wonder. I mean, I just have so many favorites, but my favorite right now, I guess you would say, is Jill Scott. I'm always gonna love Mary J. Blige. Like, there's no,
Can't take nothing from her.
yeah. I mean, you know, so it just. Now, who's your favorite rap artist? Let's switch it.
Of all time, it's Tupac Shakur. And my modern day, so as I was growing up, rapper is gonna be Lil Wayne.
Okay.
And probably now it's Lil Durk.
Lil
Durk.
I don't know him.
Yeah, he a very known rapper, but he a young guy.
See, I'm learning something new today. I don't know who that is.
Guy.
I'm like,
believe it or not, I love the Lord and I love my gospel music, but if I'm listening to rap, I'm listening to trap music. I'm listening to the hardcore murder, kill music.
That's me when I'm working out. I have to put on. I don't know. I put on like little custom rappers Dipset. Oh, Dipset. Yeah, I had to
Dipset. That's my. Who said Dipset?
Javetta.
Javetta better go ahead. Javetta, my girl, better know. VIP. Dipset, Cameron, Jim Jones, Freaky Zeke, and Jarrell Santana. Those my boys. Yeah, if I had to go under Lil Wayne and Dipset. Come on, Javetta. I'm talking that stuff now.
Now, since you talk about gospel, now for me, because, I didn't grow up in a gospel church. Hey, me! I didn't grow up in a church listening to gospel like most black people. So when I first really got introduced to gospel, my dude, Public Enemy, oh my God, dude, we're not going to talk about this. If you
I can't give a Public Enemy.
If you come to our comedy show on Saturday, be ready. Be ready.
What's up,
Public Enemy. We just go
Public Enemy?
Public Enemy. That's who Danny
I don't even know if the DJ Rio, if you watch this DJ Rio, go and look up and dig up some Public Enemy, because I don't know where you gonna find that.
I'm just tell him. He's gonna be like, oh Lord. I'll be like, baby, I'm finna give y'all a talk. Listen, be ready.
My oldest brother, he loved Public Enemy too. I never got from that revolutionary rap and the boy with the mix. It just was too much going on for me.
What?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I love Public Enemy so much. I can tell you, but my mom banned me from listening to Public Enemy because when Fight the Power came out, baby. There was Fear of a Black Man. I used to play that so much. There was this song called Holly Wanna Cry. My mama used to hate that song, so me and my sister knew that song verbatim. Baby, we had a little routine to it every time. Let me tell you, I love Public Enemy. They were my group, but when Do the Right Thing first come on, and Rosa Perez come out there with them plastic gloves, baby.
Well, I did security for Flavor Flav back in the day. I used to do armed security, and I met him. I got to spend the day with Flavor Flav.
That was interesting, wasn't it?
Oh man, he really wear the clocks. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
And but you always gotta find some type of comedy or something. I watched him put lotion on, and he still was ashy as ever. Like, yeah, boy, ashy as ever.
You won't, boy. I believe it. Listen, I just love Public Enemy. Welcome to the Terror Dome. Baby, let me tell you something. I just love Public Enemy. But I will say, I always go interview Rakim. They are, between Eric B. Rakim and Tribe Called Quest, those are my favorite, like, old school. But then we got Biggie and Tupac. I like all of them. I love them. But for me, I love Eric B. I used to listen to him every day. I lost my virginity because of Eric B. Rakim. And I'll tell y'all that. And then, Tribe Called Quest, I used to just be in love with the whole vibe of the jazz and the hip hop because I was that girl for real. Like, I was the girl who listened to rap and Sade late at night, and I grew up listening to Miles Davis, and I mean, my dad was a musician, so I used to listen to everything. I love main source. Yeah, I love that. See, that used to be. I'm looking at front. Yeah, I used to love that, baby. I used to love that kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff I like. You know your shit's crazy. Now, as far as gospel, I'm going to go back to that Kirk Franklin. Kirk Franklin literally saved my life when I was going through a time when I first got baptized, when I first came to the Lord, as you would say, that love of the Kirk Franklin and who was it? The Property?
Kirk Franklin.
That CD that had love on
God's
it.
Property.
Yeah. And then that Kirk Franklin Christmas. I don't care. I don't wait till Christmas. I don't wait to Christmas. My kids will tell you I listen to Kurt Franklin Christmas whenever I feel like listening to it. Because they go tell it on the mountain. If I feel like I need to praise God and shout through the house a little bit time, I go put on that. Go, Daddy, Daddy. Baby, don't mother be singing that song. She be singing that song like Jesus gave her permission, and then he just said inside her throat while she fights. I love it. I love it. Okay. Okay. So this Cabernet is kicking in. Calvin, get ready. Prepare yourself. You know, I mean, you know me. I already told you. I said, just be ready. Look, y'all, he the preacher man, so I like to shock him.
Oh my gosh, I'm not a preacher, man. I'm not a preacher.
That's he Holy Ghost sanctified. Yeah, that's my daughter in the background.
And you know, that's why people surprised now. I let them use profanity at the comedy shows and stuff. They was like, oh man, the clean comedian letting people curse now. And I'm like, yeah, you know, because at this point I'm no longer a comedian. I'm just a promoter. I don't want to be a comedian. I don't like that pressure of getting up making people laugh. I just like to promote comedy shows and stuff now. So.
And that's dope, you know, because you know that's your truth. You know, because people don't realize being a comedian, there is a pressure in being a comedian. Like there is a pressure in, like me right now, you know, I've changed. I'm not necessarily a clean comedian. Like I'm just comedian crazy Carla now. I'm not just clean comic because I'm not in that stage of life anymore. I'm going through menopause. I'm hot. I'm angry. I feel like cussing. I'm having premarital sex, whatever. I'm just doing all the things that clean comics don't do. So I'm just out here just being myself. Okay, now, second question. Camera like, oh my God, let me fix my camera on her. He knows. We can see you. I don't know why you keep messing with it.
No, people, I put out there that, you know, I'm going to be on this and people keep calling, so it messed up my volume when they keep calling. Like,
put
y'all.
Put your phone on, what you call it, where the people can't do that.
Now, if I put it on Do Not Disturb, then the internet.
Not Do Not Disturb, but just where your ringtone, like, you know, or whatever. So, yeah.
Y'all, if y'all watching this, please don't call me. If I'm on this, please, I'll call you back.
That's what people always call. That's why I put my phone on. I forget what the third setting is, but where it won't ring. It's not Do Not Disturb, but it's just not go. I'm not gonna get notifications and all that stuff while I'm doing this because my phone just go crazy.
Yeah, once they call you, the volume goes down. Don't go back up. It's weird. So,
yeah.
But it's all
Can
good.
you hear me now? Is your volume good now? You good?
I can hear you.
Okay. So, yeah, Javetta said I can adapt to any, and I can. I mean, funny is funny, but there's nothing like just being able to be yourself. And me at my truest form, she cusses sometimes, often. So, you know, and that's just me. And I just, you know, there was like when I first met y'all, I was teaching Sunday school. I was raising kids. This is so crazy. I mean, imagine how much has happened in that amount of time, the transitions that have occurred. Like, I mean, I'm still single. That ain't changed. But I don't have kids at home. Well, I got a 4-year-old, my grandbaby here running in the background. So I'm a grandmother now. It's weird. You know, just things have changed. And for me, for you, and we're going to get into that. Like, life has changed for us. Like, how long we been doing this, Calvin? Like, I want to say we started this in 2015. So what?
Yeah.
Almost 8 years now?
Almost 8 years.
Golly. You know, and that time goes fast, but 8 years is a lot of time when you think about it, right? I mean, when I met y'all, I was kind of skinny a little bit. I mean, compared to, I was nothing but bad. You know, I done gained weight, you done lost weight. Listen here. but it's all good, ain't it, Jesus? Glory to the Lamb.
It's all good. You still look good. It's okay.
It's okay. So where you from, Calvin?
I'm from North New Jersey. And I was raised in Irvington. And then in my senior year in high school, I moved down here to Jamestown, North Carolina, with my oldest brother, which is now is my pastor.
Wow. Okay. And then that's how you ended up at the prestigious North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University.
Yeah, I came my senior year, then I applied for the greatest school on earth, and I got accepted. And once I got accepted, I got hooked on that Aggie pride, and I graduated in 2007 criminal justice.
I didn't
graduate. I'm an Aggie. A lot of people don't know I'm an Aggie because it's not like I scream it out and I support the Aggies and stuff like that, but I don't. No disrespect, I don't use it for clout.
You gotta do it. It's not for clout. It's called props, and you better start yelling out that Aggie pride.
I yell it out. I yell it out. I got my t-shirts, Aggie pride. Yeah, I'm with that. Yeah.
And you grab a I'm ready to go back. So pray for me. Pray for me.
Ooh, I can't do it. I ain't going back to no school.
I got to because it's something that is on my regret list. So. So you are in this area now. Where are you? Are you High Point, Greensboro, Winston?
Winston-Salem, Kernersville area.
Oh, that's right. You in where I'm at. Okay. So yeah, you in Trey. Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Pisces.
Yo, Kevin's a Pisces. I always forget that he's a Pisces. I knew he was a water sign just because of how he acts. But I always thought you were Cancer, but you're a Pisces.
What month is Cancer?
That's now. End of June, like June 22nd through July 23rd. Yeah.
Okay, so, I got two little brothers that's Cancers.
We're in
I can't see myself like them. We kind of. I can see it.
Yeah. But y'all are sensitive souls. Is what I'm saying. The men and the women. I gave birth to a Pisces. And my grandma's a Pisces. And I have quite a few female Pisces that are friends. Also, I've been friends with male Pisces now. Every male Pisces I know is a mama boy. I never met one who wasn't. Like a straight up, when I say their mama was their life boy. That's every Pisces man that I've ever met in life. And I know you were mama's boy, right?
Yeah, I was. My mom passed in 2014, but yeah, I was a big mama's boy.
Yeah, see, every Pisces man I know really is like they about their mama. Listen, you can fit in where you get in, but mama come first, and that's pretty much every Pisces dude I know. So, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Depends on how you play out that mama's boy. You could be a mama's boy and not be a mama's boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I had to learn because I went from mama's house to marriage. I didn't have like that part of getting your own apartment stuff. So my wife was like, "Look, I ain't your mama."
And see, okay, so I'm glad you said that because my cousin was married to a Pisces, and that was his deal. He went from his mama's house to her house, and he thought she was gonna be his mama. And that's
not so much that we. It's not so much that it's like want to be a mama. It's just like you used to some stuff, so you used to that cooking like that and everything. Then it's like it's not like you ever want to be like my mama do it like this because that's gonna get you punched in the eye. But your body language and stuff may show it.
Calvin. So Danny has a question for you. He said, "What makes a good promoter?"
Consistency. You got to do everything with consistency. Like a good promoter, ain't no days off. Even when I just recently came home from vacation, and even on my vacation, I had to get a vacation package so I could have the internet, so I could continue to promote. promoting. It's like what makes a good promoter is consistency. And remember, all you have is your name. Your name is more important than money or anything. So it's like, keep your name good out here, like in business, especially in business. You don't want to be known as the bad business person or the person that did something wrong in business, or you didn't pay nobody when you said you was going to pay them. Pay people, be accountable, and be consistent. That's being a good promoter.
Hey guys, James Flav is out here with us, y'all. That's my other brother. Y'all, I met James through and there go Lowe's.
There go Lowe's.
Why he said, wait, is that my bro CRB talking about? He thought that was Pastor John Gray. You know he coming out here with jokes. Right out.
Come on now, I'm faithful.
He is faithful. You heard what he said. Listen, hi Victoria, how are you? Welcome. That is great advice, because your name is everything out here in these streets. You hear me?
Everything.
And thank you, Dave. Because like if you saw last week's show, we talked about this lady who, if you throw her name up to me, I'm gonna throw out to everybody. Listen, she ain't. Listen, she's a hustler. She's a schemer. She's a scammer. Okay, and people do attach things to your name. So the best part of being, and not just a promoter, Calvin, anything. Please be consistent. Please be consistent. Now everybody know I'm gonna be late. I'm trying to do better. And you know, if they say 5 o'clock, your sis gonna roll through at 5:10. So you better tell me the roll time so I actually show up on time. And it's okay, because I know. But consistency really is in anything. Singing, acting, dancing, whatever you do. Be consistent. Dating. Okay, that's why I ain't got no man, because these men don't know how to be consistent. Don't be texting me every day for 2 weeks and then don't text me for a week and then pop back up telling myself, hey baby, what you doing? Honey, not you. Not your ass. Okay, next. So next thing is,
I hear that.
If you were to win, I know, Javonna, I'm consistently late. That's my consistency. And if anybody knows me well, they don't get stressed out, because they be like, oh, she coming. She gonna be here, I promise. She gonna be here, and she gonna be cute when she get here, and she gonna come with all power, like the words, like, right? Okay, good.
So Saturday, Carla, we need you there.
I'm gonna be on time.
We're gonna get you there with the vendors.
I'm not gonna be there that early, but I will be there before the show starts.
Yes, ma'am.
I promise.
Yes, ma'am.
So here's the question. So if you won $1 million right now, today, like in 5 minutes, and the stipulation was you get to keep $1 million, but you got to give half of it away. But you got to give it to, you got to go to one spot to give the $500,000 away. You can't just give it to family members or whatever. Where would you go to disperse that $500 million so that you could keep $1 million? Where would you go?
Well, you know, I watch a lot of, this is off the subject, I watch a lot of Forensic Files and stuff like that, Criminal Minds stuff. And for some reason, their commercials is always St. Jude, the sad commercials, you know, with children and stuff like that.
Baby,
get the free t-shirt, you know that. So I would give it to probably like St. Jude, or I would go out to like Los Angeles. You say you have to give it to an organization?
No, it doesn't have to be an organization. It could be for instance, I would go to the hood and I would go sit outside. Have you ever been to like Salvation Army where people go to?
Yeah, I was saying I'll go somewhere like Salvation Army, the homeless shelter, and just start passing out money. Or I would just give it to my church.
That's a good way. If your church is responsible with money, and me and my brother had that conversation today, because here's what people go wrong. People give money to their church, and then their churches aren't responsible with the money that they give them. And so the church itself is not good with money, and people don't get help. Now, my church, my pastor is a former accountant. He was one of the top accountants in the country. And when I tell you that dude is good with money, that dude is good with money. And he comes up with programs for you to be good with your money. He's a good steward of money. But a lot of churches, they don't know what to do with their money when they get this money. They don't know what to do with it. And so I feel like it's a crime, and I'm speaking from personal experience. If somebody in your church comes to you and says, hey, I need money for such and such, and you say, well, you haven't been faithfully tithing. But I'm here every Sunday. I'm serving on this board. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. You know, half mark. Okay. So I think that that'll be a good thing. Give it to your church. If your church is really good with money, they will disperse it to who needs it. And I think that's a great answer. So,
Yeah,
sure.
I would feel comfortable giving to my church. We're an outreach church. Like, we're a small church, but we go out to the community and give back and stuff. And we only have 100 members. So it's like, it's about the heart. It's definitely about the heart if you want to give something. And I know pretty much they'll do the right thing with the money. So
I would love that.
We have had instances where somebody came in, need help, and they're not tithers. It's a part of the heart, you know.
And I've had my church help me in the past and didn't blink their eye. And you know, like my pastor said, look, you serve here, so no questions. What do you need? And that's it. Whereas I've had another church where I asked for something, had been there for 10 years, and I got a lecture.
Yeah.
And it was a small amount of money in the scheme of things, but it was just the point that I got lectured, and I was like, okay. So that makes a lot of people not want to go to the church and ask, and they go to these agencies and have to tell all their business. But see, I'm the person who I would go sit outside one of those agencies, because there's a lot of people who go to these agencies for help, and they say, you make too much money. Well, listen, I might make too much money, but my bills don't say that. My bills are not saying that I make too much money. So, like, it's a single mother out here right now. She got 4 kids, 3 kids, 2 kids, 1 kid, and she got more bills than she got money coming in at the end of the month. And all it would take is somebody paying a bill or two for her for a month or two for her to get herself together, or single fathers. And that's what I want to do. You know, I want to do something like that. So I get it. So, Troy, Artist of the Week?
Yes, ma'am. The Artist of the Week, this is one of our blast artists. Her name is Lily Lorraine.
Okay.
I completely forgot the name of her song. Incredible. It just took a moment. Lily Lorraine with Incredible. Let's check it out.
Incredible. You're so incredible. I feel so high, can't feel the ground I'm walking on no more. I'm gonna touch the sky. You know the things that I need. I'm up in outer space, and I can hardly breathe. You like touch me and keep me up all night with sleep and hold me oh so tight, oh so back and let you see. Make this moment last. Time will never stand still for no one. Please don't watch it pass. You do all the things you know I like. Touch me and keep me up all night. Caress me and hold me up so tight. You're so incredible. You know I'm wanting more of this. Touch me and give me one more kiss. Bless me and show me all your ways. You're so incredible, 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 incredible. I'm wanting more of this. Touch me and give me one more kiss. Caress me and show me all your ways. You're so incredible, 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 incredible.
And that was Miss Lily Lorraine with Incredible. Shows you how quick I forgot. Anyway, if you would like to be a Blast artist, just like Miss Lily, you can go to blastmusic247.com and register as an artist for free and be a part of the family. That is blastmusic247.com. Changing the industry one artist at a time. So, back to you guys. Keep up the good work. Awesome stuff.
Thank you, Troy. Thank you, Miss Lily Lorraine. That was incredible. My grandma was named Lily, and it's spelled the old school way like yours. I like that. Incredible. Thank you, Miss Lily Lorraine. I like that. Lily Lorraine, baby. I like that. Incredible. That's, you know what? That's one now. Speaking of gospel songs, that's one of my favorite gospel songs. It's called Incredible God. Incredible God deserves incredible praise. Whenever I get down, I play that song because it's just a reminder of where God has brought me from to where I am now and where He's taken me. And I just give God all the praise because incredible God deserves incredible praise. That's my testimony. You know, that's my testimony. So there's that. So Calvin. So now you're out here promoting, and we have a show coming up this Saturday in Jamestown, and it's gonna be me and Corey Jones and so Petty Gang, Jonathan Already Walker, Gravedigger. I'm so excited. I love Gravedigger. Okay, I love him.
It's gonna be a dope show.
Purpose. So I'm gonna jump on his back. No, I'm not. I've been
excited about that. It's gonna be a dope show. It's the venue gonna be set up comedy club style. We're gonna have food, mock catering is gonna be there. He's gonna have food. He used last 2 shows. He's gonna have rib plates. He gonna have shrimp and French fries. He gonna have all types of stuff. He's a real caterer, and he has it at reasonable prices. Then we got, I think, 12 vendors of everything: desserts, jewelry, clothing boutiques, plus size boutiques. I mean, candles. You name it. They have sponsors. It's gonna be a dope event, and I'm ready to see Corey Jones. Petty is hosting it, and Already and Crazy Carla and Gravedigger is gonna bless the stage. And we got music by DJ Rio, the famous DJ Rio, and he's gonna spin the tunes out there. So Y'all, we actually gonna do a ticket deal. So y'all contact me. You plan to get tickets, so or contact Carla. She has tickets as well, and we'll go ahead and get them. We got ticket deals. So we want to pack it out, sell the comedy show out, because it's going to be a really funny show. Go event, come hungry, come shop with the vendors, and come on.
Yes, and I'll be getting some more stones, because I know my stone lady Tanya gonna be out there. I'm gonna be out there getting me some stones, because everybody always be like, Carla, I get my stuff from Mounier, and lately, Miss Tanya, and I love seeing her. I like her energy, and I met her at your last event, and yeah, I'm excited. Now, Lo said, what is something about the game of comedy that you wish could be better, in your opinion? What do you wish out here in this comedy game could be better, Calvin?
As me being a promoter now, I want to say changing the Crabbish. It's really a crab industry, because everybody want to seem like they're funnier than the next and step on the other person and beat them down, and nobody has made it.
I know,
so we could change that, where even now, at High Point, we used to have the hotel, me and Los. It's kind of like a thing where it was like that was our spot. Nobody else really came and really booked it for like that. That was just our exclusive spot. And I could say we wasn't Crabbish, but that was our spot. But at this point now, I'm looking to help anybody. Like you wanna do a comedy show where I do a comedy show, fine. You want to do a fashion show, anything. It's like all coming together, because what I realized, and I realized myself, hating on somebody ain't going to get you nowhere. Not being happy for somebody is not going to get you nowhere. There's enough money out here for everyone. Right. It's enough money.
There really is.
So and some things could change. Being a crab and stuff like that, it'd be better.
And I've experienced that firsthand, where I've heard that somebody said something about me that I don't even know. And they were giving people information about me. Well, she blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, how do you know? I never seen you. Never broke bread with you. Never spoke to you other than to say hello and goodbye. How do you know? But people love to tell you what stuff about you based upon what they heard from somebody else, or simply because they just don't like you. I've had people say, she's really not that happy in real life. She can't be. You know me. I'm just gonna let you. And some people, they like it, and some people they don't like it. I think miserable people don't like it. And that's cool, because I don't want you to, not really. And I put a post up yesterday that said, you don't have to like me. That's it. That's the post. Bing bong. I don't care. Okay? Because either you like me or you don't. Keep moving.
One or the other.
What's the difference between Crabbish and competition?
What's the difference between Crabbish and competition? When you could be in competition and accept where you are, and accept if you get defeated, accept that you win, and be happy for somebody else. That's competition. Crabbish is when you go in and you like, man, this person ain't this person ain't that, and then you smile, good job, do your thing, and then behind your back you beating them up, and you beating them up behind where people ask their opinions about you. You beating them up, but you smiling at face. That's Crabbish. Really, being a crab. Competition. If you got to know who you are, and you know who you are, and you're not a hater, that's competition. A lot of people that's haters is not self-sufficient. And that's their problem.
Thank you, Victoria. I'm glad you like me. I like you too. I don't even know you, but I like you. And I'm so glad you're watching my show. Thank you so much. God knows. Listen, brother, you ain't gonna come over here preaching today, brother Calvin.
Oh
I
my
always say
gosh.
competition is healthy. I think it's good to have healthy competition. I think competition is good for you. I always hated competing in comedy rounds. I hated it. Like, I still don't like it. But I think it's necessary for you to stretch yourself sometimes. I think when I would do the comedy competitions, if you notice, I didn't really do a lot of them because comedy competitions are very uncomfortable because you are going up against people who, for all further purposes, may be better than you, maybe worse, not necessarily worse than you, but everybody's style of comedy is different. And when I say
Yes.
there's room out here for everybody, what I mean is there's people who like dry humor. There's people who like what I call physical humor, where people put on
Storytellers.
costumes and dress up. Yeah, you have your sort like Dave Chappelle. You have Kevin Hart's. You have Dave Chappelle's. You have Monique. You have S'mores. You have Seinfeld. You have, I mean, you have all these different people that are doing well, and none of them are the same. None of them.
That's
Now,
true.
I never say who's the best comedian out here because there's no such thing as the best comedian. I think the best comedian is who is your favorite comedian is the correct question to ask because, like, I always love Bernie Mac. I love Bernie Mac. I
Me
love
too.
Red Fox. You know what? I like old people who talk nasty and shock you like you wouldn't expect them to say stuff like that. Or people who look like librarians and then they get up there and cuss and you be like, oh my God, I didn't think you know. But we all go through the same stuff, right? So why
Yeah.
wouldn't she get up there and cuss about her kids or whatever? But you say, Lowe's like competition is supposed to make you better and to do you. Yes, and I love to see people. Yes, and that for me is even when I was doing the shows at y'all's venue, it was a whole nother world for me to get up there and be. And what I like most is that I will be the only female sometimes because there's a different energy that you get when you roll with men versus when you roll with women. And men tend to cater to you more when I do comedy with women. Not so much. They be like, girl, get your ass out there and tell your jokes and come on. Because women, we know what women are capable of more so than men. I think men want to be more protective of us to make sure you're straight. And y'all always make sure I was straight. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. The whole Crabbish thing, this is new to me. And I found that there are people who don't like you simply because they feel like you are encroaching on their territory. So, you see the question? Calvin, how has your faith played a part in your early success and current success in the comedy game?
Hmm. Who asked that question?
Lou.
Oh, Lost. Well, Lost, you know it. I think you know. We know some of it. How's my faith? Oh man, that's a tough one, Lost. I mean, I just try to do stuff right. Like I just try to do stuff right by people. Try to be right by people. Try to do stuff in decency and order. That's how my faith. Decency and order. I like stuff done in order. Lost, you remember, we'd be the first ones there and the last ones to leave. Show start at 7 o'clock. We did at 4:30, 5 o'clock. Show over at 10. We did at 12 o'clock. Because you start how you finish. You know, I believe decency and order is the best way to do stuff. And my faith has told me to hold on. Because when I got sick, I said I wouldn't do any more shows or promote or do anything like that. And it's crazy what you say you don't do. It's crazy what you say you won't do, and God will say, "Hey, you're going to do it." So if this is what I'm supposed to be doing, so I know it's going to work, even when obstacles come out and obstacles come up and stuff going. I just gotta trust God. That's where my faith trust and believe and know that stuff gonna work out. So that's
Thank
pretty much
you.
how my faith has helped me do this and to keep going.
And you talk about Lowe's, right, Lowe's? Thank you, Lowe's, because see, people don't know you. Do you know how many people are going to watch this, Calvin? People are going to watch this and be like, yo, this dude. Okay, so let's talk about this because we talked about this earlier. Okay, for those of you who don't know, so this is going to lead to my next question. So I was going to say, tell me about Calvin Boyd. So I met you all doing clean comedy. You were all doing clean comedy. I mean, I do clean comedy. Don't get me wrong. I haven't quit doing clean comedy, but I don't just do clean comedy now. Is what I'm saying. So my
For
faith
years,
is very
that's what me and Los did. For years,
yeah,
we did the clean comedy. Then we broke boundaries. What people don't understand, and we don't absolutely, and we don't. I don't really care. I know Los don't really care. We don't really get the respect we deserve for this area. To be honest with you, for what we did.
You
for
put
the
it
culture.
on. I mean, sold out, like standing room only shows, packed venues every time.
We was doing clean comedy, and people was wondering like how they get these people to come, how they, and nobody's cussing. They can't be funny, and this and that. We broke boundaries. We used to go to other comedy shows, and people used to just come and announce us as the clean comics, clean comedians. Like other clean comedians here, let's stop cursing. Took a lot of jokes and everything, but we were selling out shows monthly, selling them out, packing them out, vendors, everything. So you know, that's another thing. God had his hands. We did something special. God had his hands. Only one was doing shows like us, but we started doing shows back then was FFCS. Freestyle, you know, B Dot and Chico, and it was the only one doing monthly show. They was doing at the Comedy Zone, and us and Los was doing the clean comedy at High Point. And it's always been mutual respect and love. Even they came on over. It was like we gotta come over. They came over to High Point and did a lot of the shows.
Right.
Drinking in, and Darren and Chico did my birthday bashes and stuff with me and Los and everything. So yeah.
And like I tell people all the time, you really have to be funny to do a show to entertain people who don't cuss. Because the church crowds are the toughest crowds. I don't care what anybody says, because their humor is different, right? You know, anybody can cuss, and I say this all the time, like anybody can cuss, whatever. But it takes a lot of skill and talent to go into a room of people and make people cuss make people cuss, Lord. Make people laugh
without cussing.
Without cussing, because, you know, cussing in and of itself is hilarious if done the right way. But we all know somebody who's hilarious, like your old auntie or uncle or somebody who never said a cuss word, but they were the most hilarious person. Like Sinbad. Sinbad never cussed, and he just was a hilarious guy. So it can be done. But I just feel like it's not for everybody.
Nah.
And you have to be real about who you are as a comedian when you jump out here and say, hey, I'm a clean comic, but you're really not. Yeah, you can do it, but are you really, you know? And so I'm glad that you're a promoter out here promoting things, not just comedy, but you're promoting like plays and, like you said, you know, dance things and fashion shows and you name it. And I think that is so dope, because there was a point in time not too long ago where we didn't know if we was going to still have Calvin Boy here amongst the living with us. But God, and I tell you all the time, but God is my savior. There have been so many situations in my life, but God, right? And whether you believe in God or not, I do. And that's all that matters. I believe in God. And there have been a lot of but God situations in my life where, you know, God, I was about to lose everything but God.
But God.
I was about to go crazy, but God. Right? You know, and yeah, Los, you really did. And I learned a lot from watching how you two did things. And I mean, I even utilized Angie House to do my first show. Angel House, she did my first all-female comedy show. She ran the behind the scenes for me. And I got that from watching how you all did that. You know what I mean? So I'm very appreciative of you too. I always say give flowers. Now I ain't gonna start crying on you like I did on Los the other week. Child, that drink head I got to, I was just, but you know, I really do appreciate you and Los and what y'all did for me. Right?
Likewise. You know we love you. You know it.
Yeah,
you know I love you.
I just,
We still rocking out. You know it's love. We still rocking out. It's been 8 years.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, I love it, and I love it. I love your families. I just love the fact that, and you know what? I love realness. I love the fact that sometimes family fall out and get back together too, don't
Yeah,
we?
yeah.
Okay, so this whole thing is a process. This whole thing. And what was Los's last question? Did we answer it?
What was the
Sure.
question?
Yeah, work ethic that is still being used today by many. How do you feel about that? He was asking you, but I answered it. I just feel like you all were like our goats out here. You really set a precedent. How do you feel about it, Calvin?
How do I feel about
That y'all, a lot of people are using the method that you and Lowe's really put into place about, getting these clean comics out here, putting these shows together, using the vendors, using
using the picture with the tickets,
yeah,
all that.
Y'all did that.
All that was invented through so it's like Lo say, flattery. I forgot the quote, but it's okay. It doesn't bother me because they don't know the method. They don't know it's a method to it and everything. But I wish everybody success. Like I don't want nobody stuff to not succeed, whatever. But people do take stuff and don't ask. Only one comedian ever asked me to use something of mine was Lady Shamar. She was like, the way you take the pictures with the tickets, can I use that and do that? And I was just like, wow, of course, yeah. She was like, can I say you do it first? And I just didn't want to copy or anything without asking you. Everybody else, they just stole it, just went on with it. But it's okay.
I mean,
It's all
some
right.
people didn't know that you were the person that started that, and that's what I'm saying. That's just in itself, like how it spread, how people really do use y'all's marketing, like the whole advertising on stories on Facebook. You know how y'all go hard on social media. You and Lowe's were some of the first ones I saw doing that. You know what I mean? Like in that capacity. The way y'all were doing it for these comedy shows. I mean, even having somebody come
hard.
interview the guests when they come in. That was so dope. I was like, it's just like a whole experience for people when they come to your show.
It's kind of like my man cave wall. People don't really understand. I know it's hard, but all these is flyers. That's all comedy shows.
Wow. Okay.
So that's something that we did. I got them all over the wall over here too. We knocked out buku shows, and it was a blessing. It's something that my daughter was able to watch. His daughters was able to watch when they was younger. I see everybody just turned 18. My daughter was 2 years old doing flips in the hallway. So we just showed our kids that they could do anything. They watched us come out and get people out and do stuff and come together. So it just shows them that they can do anything. It's a beautiful thing. A lot of times I look at it, people look at it, and I'll be like, man, it should have been a lot further along. But it's God's time, and it's how God wants stuff to be. Because we did something really special for the culture and for this area.
Yeah, and Danny, Soul Rest. Sorry, that was my number 7 question for him. What is Calvin Boyd? What's your legacy? Because I'm hard on that. Like I said, I'm out here building a legacy. I just don't want to be known as Crazy Carla the comedian or Crazy Carla the Carla Simpson the actress. I'm building a legacy. I want people to, when they hear my name, say, she was an entertainer all around. She did a little bit of everything. That's my legacy. I want people to say, Carla made you laugh, whether it be in real life or on stage. She was kind. I always want people to say I'm kind, even though I can't be mean. Yeah, Calvin was a Suge Knight of clean comedy. You know what? But that's
Lo said that.
Lo. Don't say
He called me what he called me?
the Suge Knight of clean comedy. Listen, and that's good. Listen, long as you don't go to jail.
It's because Los is the big brother, and Los has always been slightly bigger than me. He always been like a Yogi Bear and Boo Boo situation.
Oh,
And I'm Boo Boo because I always was the wild and rowdy one. And he always got to grab me like this to calm me down.
that's because you're a Pisces. Y'all just be getting so emotional. My God. And you know what? It's so weird with me being the Leo in the mix. I just be looking at y'all.
My wife is a Leo.
Yeah. So, and so is Carlos's. I'm telling you, us Leo women, we good women.
Yeah, Carla, yeah,
No,
Shamika
we
is
ain't,
too.
we ain't with no foolishness. We just ain't for it.
Yeah.
So if you want to be crazy, you gonna be crazy over there by yourself in your corner. Because we're gonna
I'm
be
a
like,
little lonely. I'm a little lonely. I ain't gonna tell you no story.
so I need you to
People
just,
that know me know I'm a.
that's all right. You're a Jersey boy. That's all right. You got a little on you. It's good to have a little on you. That's what I tell people. As a woman, I love the Lord and I wear my nails and makeup and, I be cute. But, I will take my shoes off and throw my hair up and knock if you buck. Won't I? Okay.
You buck right.
Let's not forget. Okay. Hey, Rosie. Bishop J said, make it difficult for them to introduce you. That's the depth of impact you should strive for. We ain't leaving nothing. We ain't leaving nothing on the table. Yes, spirit animal. Nothing.
Nah.
You hear me? Nothing. Because men married to Leo women need to be exempt from taxes. You know what, Los?
Thank you, Los.
Tamika, get your husband.
Nah, Los, for the first time, you threw me off with the Suge Knight, but now you're back. Now you're back. He was off course for a minute.
Oh, I'm gonna holler here in a minute. So your legacy. And that is so dope because y'all's children have grown up watching y'all make things happen. And a lot of people can't say that, and whatever it is. I'm just very proud to know you, Calvin. I'm proud to see that you're a loving husband to your wife. You really spoil your daughter. I really feel bad for the child because she growing up to just be beautiful, gorgeous. And Daddy, get yourself together. It's gonna be okay. All right?
I already got one. I'm good.
Oh, okay. She's so pretty already. All the girls have just grown up to be. And then Los's son, when we started this, he was little. And it's just like, my kids are.
He's 18.
I know, right? It's like, huh? So, we went through one time. We thought we were about to jump on. Okay, and you know what I'm saying? And like, what's weird? We have been in situations. I was like, yes, Jenny, Leo women. When it comes to us as a unit, as family, or whatever, we have been in situations where it's been with me being the only female in the crew, me, you, James, whether it be me, you, James, Los, T-Roy, Dion. I would be the only female. But people realize real quick, she about as gangster as they are. We might need to watch ourselves. We might need to watch it because, I be on the outskirts like this. Because if anything go on with my brothers, baby, I'm coming through in the clutch. I'm swinging, throwing what you need. Because we're not going to do that. But usually trying to diffuse the situation. Because I'm the oldest. I might not act like it sometimes. But actually, Los is older than me. By what, 2 months? So it's weird. But we all, we have an understanding of each other and don't nobody mess with family.
Yeah.
Ain't that how your mama raised you? Now look at him. My grandma said, now, I don't want to hear nothing about that. You don't fight stuff. If somebody throw a lick, y'all better all be out there fight. Because if I find out somebody went out there throwing blows, I'm going to beat the person who won't out there fight. And that's
how I was raised.
That's how my grandma raised us. And we was like a gang, and people understood that. It's a lot of them. Let them be. So you need to let just, when it comes to us, Kelvin, can you speak about the IJTE road trip?
Who's that, Lo?
That don't sound good.
Carla, cut his mic. Cut his line. Cut Lowe's line, please.
He's talking too much, Kelvin. Is that what he's doing? Listen, I'm over here having hot flashes, Lord Jesus. But, you know, Danny already asked my last question. I'll ask you this. And we ain't gonna be here too much longer. So he ain't gonna tell it, Lowe's. It must have been crazy. It must have been crazy.
Lowe's is always trying to stop.
What, did it test you?
Go to the next question, Carla.
Oh,
go on. Go on. Disregard Carlos Massey.
Oh, you ate a sandwich, Calvin?
Huh? It was just a fun trip. And one story was we was all new. We all just kind of like, we knew each other. I knew Los. So me and Los roomed together. Then Jonathan already, he had his own room. And then I think TJ Reed and another guy named, what was his name? I forget my boy's name. But anyway, it was another guy, and we went to get steak and cheese because we went up north. We went to Philadelphia, Connecticut, did shows. So we was out there Philly, and Jonathan cleaned out the car and threw away loaves of steak and cheese. So Carlos been mad about this steak and cheese from Philadelphia on Jonathan for like 7 years. Like, I was scared for Jonathan's life one time for that steak and cheese because it was so good. It was out of this world. And Jonathan, he picked the day to go clean out the van, threw away his steak and cheese. It was some other stuff that I ain't gonna get into. It was just a funny trip. It was a funny trip.
When you go to Philadelphia, fun things are bound to happen. I don't care what nobody say. Philly is just a whole vibe. You understand?
Yeah, we had a ball. D. Nicole went with us. She was the manager. Then we had somebody else.
Wonderful. You know, that's my sis too. I love D. Nicole. So yeah,
that's my girl. That's my girl. But yeah, we was all out there on the road together.
I bet you that was fun.
It was fun. It was a fun experience. It was two different crowds. We went from doing a church to doing like a big old like convention center / Caucasian people. So we had to go from the black church to the Caucasian world. You know, it was a fun trip though.
I bet it was. And you know what? That's the thing about comedy. I like doing comedy for everybody because everybody receives you differently. You know what I mean? Y'all sorry, my dry keep moving. So anyway, so before we go, last question. Since Danny already asked my last question. This question, tell me one thing on your bucket list that you haven't done that you want to do. Like if you had the wherewithal to go do it tomorrow, what's something on your bucket list that you would want to do like as soon as possible?
Well, I can tell you two things on my bucket list that I really want to do. I want to take my wife to Grand Turks and Caicos, the island. That's one where she really want to go. So I'm looking to do that. And then I want to buy an RV and go on an RV trip with my oldest brother, and she can drive really good. I just want to go to New Orleans or Florida and just buy an RV and let him drive it. So that's the two things on my bucket list.
That sounds fun. That sounds nice.
Yeah.
That sounds really incredible.
Also to go to WrestleMania because I'm a big wrestling fanatic. So people don't know that I love WWE and AEW. So WrestleMania came out the same year I was born. So every year WrestleMania, it aged with me around the same time. So I want to go to a WrestleMania.
Wait a minute, how old are you?
I'm 38.
Jesus. Okay, so listen, my son was like, what's his name? Stone Cold Steve.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
He used to love. When I say love, because my son's 32. He used to have him on the wall. I mean, he just was crazy. My big
that's
mama,
why you say Jesus. You like, I got a son about his age.
Anyway, so my big mama used to love wrestling. And we used to take her to Dorton Arena in Raleigh because this was where Nature Boy Ric Flair used to be out. She used to love going to see Nature Boy Ric Flair, Leroy Brown, like all those people, Roddy Piper. Like I grew up watching wrestling, like because my grandma was crazy over wrestling. So when WrestleMania came along, Black Jam,
1984.
Stone Cold, what was Undertaker, The Rock? Remember when The Rock first came out? My sister loved it. So yeah, I mean, I used to love China, all the WrestleMania. So shout out to WrestleMania. You know what? I hope you get to do that. I used to love that Nature Boy. I used to love Nature Boy, y'all. I don't care. I used to love get a kick out of wrestling. That was now for me. I think for me, y'all, if God would fix my knees, I want to do like an old school kung fu flick. Well, I'm the like a kung fu like master, but I ain't the one that's gonna do it. Ricky Steamboat. Oh yeah, I used to like him too, low. I used to love kung fu theater. You know, and we used to sneak and stay up late at night and watch kung fu theater. You know, that was a whole thing. So yeah, my bucket list. I think the next thing on my bucket list that I want to do, I want to put on my own play, and I've talked about that with Los and James, and I've even written the play. I just got to put the play out.
Well, you got somewhere you can do the play.
I got somewhere I could do the play. So yeah, that's my next thing. So yeah. Calvin, I'm so glad you came on tonight.
Can I say one thing before we go?
What's that?
Y'all get these tickets. Come see Crazy Carla this Saturday, July the 9th, live in Jamestown, 713 Main Street. Right there in Jamestown. Good parking. Don't got to worry about parking. Don't got to worry about safety because it's in a good town right across the street from the park. So, police will be there within 2 minutes. And we don't never have any issues. We got vendors. We're selling food. We got desserts. We got Carla. We got Patty. We got Already. We got Grave Digger. All this for under $20.
Yeah. And the new special right now is I can listen, $15 ticket, or you can get 2 for $25. You can't beat that. Now listen, before we go, did you have a clip for us? I meant to do it in the beginning, but we just got to talking.
I don't think I had a clip.
Did you send anything to him for us to put out besides Patty's picture and Already and all that good stuff?
I just sent pictures. I didn't send any clips for this one.
Or pictures.
Yeah, I sent him pictures and everything for the conference. Yes.
Okay, so the people that are gonna be in the show are Patty. We have Grave Digger. We have Already me. Like you said, DJ Rio. So it's gonna be fun, y'all. Come on.
Come on now. Music too. It's gonna be a good time. It's after the 4th. You're gonna need something to do.
You know what, Lo? Did you see what Lo said? He talking about he wanna be in my play, but in the scene he's in, he's not wearing a shirt.
He not wearing the what?
He not gonna wear a shirt in the scene.
That's what I'm talking about, Lo. You need to come out with no shirt and a suit jacket. Put baby oil on your stomach and everything in the middle, leave the outside ashy.
Oh,
Well,
y'all
you
will
going
get me thrown out. I mean what I say. And I just, I'm looking very excited. Now my
you gotta watch those because he always want to do a photo shoot on top of parking deck. I don't know what the fascination is with parking decks. He like, man, even when we was in the group, man, we need to do a photo shoot at the top of a parking deck. I was like, why at the top of the parking deck?
I don't know. And I don't like heights, so y'all gonna have to pray for me. And you know what? I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm yawning because I've been, I got to finish cooking for this event tomorrow. So there's that. I better get. But outside of that, Los, I'm so glad that you were on. I'm so glad that you came on to talk to us. See, we didn't cut up too bad. See, I behaved. You know what? I was gonna get on here and say, Kevin, but I didn't. See, I'm good.
I had a good time. I had a good time talking, and this has been awesome.
Yeah, he just yeah, okay, and I just chilling and shit. It's all right. I love you, and I hope you have a great week. I hope you enjoy Slave Master Emancipation Day. I hope you enjoy it. I certainly do. I'm gonna appreciate my day off. I'm gonna appreciate it.
Enjoy your day off. Enjoy.
I'm gonna get me some vitamin D. I mean, I enjoyed July 4th because our nation as a whole was free. We were still, a little incapacitated, incarcerated. Certain ones of us, and we still fighting for our freedom. But that's a whole nother podcast, right? So I hope y'all watch this more on my TV. You making me hot, not in a good way. I thank you, Danny. Happy Juneteenth to July Low. Absolutely. Thank you, Danny. Thank you for everybody that tuned in, and I hope y'all have a happy and from 4th, safe 4th, and we'll see y'all next week.
See y'all at the show.